Hi guys. That voice crack was terrible. But this is my first time actually commentating over a video, and I already messed it up once. That's fun, so I'm redoing it. We're gonna go again. This video idea was from a buddy of mine. He told me about it. He got it from a different content creator who does Team Fortress 2. I don't know his name, but I will link the channel to my buddy RusticDemon, the person who told me about it. And the video idea basically is that we do different heroes in Overwatch on how it feels to play that certain character. He's starting with DPS, I'm starting with tank, and we're just going to go down the line, simple as that. And we'll just tell you how we feel playing each character while we have a little bit of gameplay in the background. So, I'm starting with D.Va, and what I think of D.Va, I think D.Va is a great tank to play especially if you're new at the game. She's very easy just to pick up and play if you're new to the game. And I say that because she has a lot of different abilities that are really good for newer players, like her jet boosters, especially her defense matrix. That's really easy for a new player to actually pick up and just learn how to use almost immediately. So it's really good. Especially her rockets too. D.Va can do a lot of damage. And then we can start with her boosters. D.Va has a lot of mobility, especially with her boosters. It has a 2-second boost, and when she uses her booster, she can also use it with her ultimate, like you just saw in that clip right there. If you use her booster and then click triangle, I'm playing on PlayStation, so triangle for me. If you click triangle, or if you're on PC, it's Q. If you're on Xbox, it's Y. Use your booster and then click your ultimate button. Your destructive mech will fly like the booster is intended to do. It's really good combo to use if people are dumb and don't realize it. But D.Va has a lot of mobility with her boosters. You could do a lot of high ground retakes, and with her boosters you can pressure people really easily, and you can make them mess up, and it's just really easy kills. D.Va very easy to play, especially with her mobility. Her second ability that she has is her rockets. And why I think her rockets are really good is because her rockets do a lot of damage on their own. They give you a lot of vault charge as well. And her rockets, you can use her rockets while you're using defense matrix, so you have that damage on top of nothing can practically hurt you with her defense matrix, unless if it's like mace freeze or something like that, or Zarya's laser, whatever the hell she uses. Her rockets mixed with her normal primary fire, does insane amount of damage, and you'll probably you've already seen it or you will see it sometime soon in this clip too. Does crazy amount of damage. You can kill a lot of DPS. You could take a quarter to a half health off of tanks. It just does a crazy amount of damage, and again, D.Va's just really friendly for new players. And then probably one of the better defensive abilities in the game, except for my opinion Reaper's Wraith form, is the defense matrix. Defense matrix, just think of it as Pac-Man. It can eat fucking anything. Zarya's ultimate, what is it? Mei ultimate, never heard of it. Reaper's ultimate, what the fuck is Death Blossom? Pretty much any ultimate that is projectile, any ultimate that's hit scan, soldier, can eat up. Ash's ultimate Bob, when he's firing, she can eat up that. Defense matrix is just all around a great ability to use, especially for a tank. D.Va's already good enough as it is, and then she has defense matrix, which is one of the better defense abilities you can have. And then I found this clip funny. Me and this D.Va were messing around. I found that actually pretty hilarious. And then she started lasering me when she got closer, and you can see my health plummet. So yeah. And then another good thing about D.Va is her ultimate, her destructive mech. Why I think her destructive mech is pretty damn good. Well, mostly because it's one of the more powerful ultimates in the game. It does an immense lot of damage. It one-shots practically anybody that is in close to medium range. It does an insane amount of damage. You can use that ultimate many different ways. You can use it to, if you're on low health and you have no healers, you can simply use that ultimate to really get your health back and your mech back if you really wanted to play that way. Or if you get demeched, where you have no health in your mech and you pop out as little baby diva, you can use her ultimate right before you go into baby diva form, and then you can just get your mech back immediately if you're not getting healed or anything like that. Many different ways you can use Diva's ultimate. You can also use it like that too. I think I get 2 kills here. That's pretty dope. You can use Diva's mech like that. If I wasn't Potato Wing, that Diva would have been dead by those rockets. You know, that sucked. But all around with Diva, I think she is a incredible character. Her abilities match her very well, especially with her storyline, if you know anything about that. But no, all around, I think Diva is a really good character. One of the better characters you can actually play in Overwatch. She has a lot of health. She's a tanky hero. She does a lot of damage, mixed with her ultimate, how you can use that many different ways. Her defensive abilities. I think all around, Diva, great character. Really easy to use. If you're a new player and you're just getting into Overwatch this late, don't know how, you might as well just wait for Overwatch 2 coming out in October. Diva, I'd say just pick up Diva right away, learn Diva, because then once you learn Diva, you'll be able to learn other characters a lot easier. That is my take on Diva. I think, yeah, already messed it up again, but we're gonna fucking post it anyway. Alright, well, that is my take on Diva. Talk to you guys later. That was fucking terrible ending, but you know what? We're gonna fucking post this shit anyway. Hey, now we're on Orisa. Going down the line already. We already got 2 fucking tanks done, eh? Now we're on Orisa. So, yeah. What do I think about Orisa? I think she is a bit more complicated than Diva is, because her abilities are more, I'd say, strategize more than just use them and you'll be okay. With Orisa, she is a shield tank, but I don't think she's a main tank. I don't think she's a main shield tank. But whatever, we'll just go over her abilities and see if I like her or not. How about that? So, first ability that I'm going to go over is Fortify. Fuck it, I love Fortify. Fortify is great. Roadhog Hook. Roadhog's Hook. What is it? Don't know what it is. Orisa's gravity pole green ball thing right there. What is it? Zarya's ult. What is it? Gravity don't mean shit when you got Fortify. Fortify's great. It blocks 50% to 75%, I think, damage reduction that you have with Orisa. Great ability. Great defensive ability. You can really damage block a lot of your teammates if they're stuck. Like if you're in a Junkrat trap or a Bastion's getting lit up in turret form and you don't have your shield. Really, really good ability to actually use to damage block. I like Fortify. You could go in and feel like the Terminator for 4 seconds. It's great. And then nobody will, either nobody will shoot you because they're not going to do enough damage, or they'll shoot you and they'll just be tickling you. You know, it's great. So yeah, that's why I like Fortify, and right here, I like that clip too. Fuck you, Lucio. Anyway, that's why I like Fortify. It destroys ultimates, makes ultimates useless. Again, with the damage reduction, great defensive ability. You gotta love Fortify. Next, her shield. I said it earlier. I don't think Orisa's really a main tank just because her shield doesn't really have as much health as, say, Reinhardt or fucking. I guess that's really about it, eh? I guess she's more of a main tank than I'd say Sigma or I guess if you really want to count Winston because he has a shield. But my opinion, Orisa's more of a main tank than Sigma, than any other, because she's more of a lockdown main tank at that point than Sigma. Sigma has more mobility, I'd say, wise than Orisa does. Orisa's more of a lockdown tank than Sigma, so I guess she's the second main tank in the game, I guess you could put it that way. Her shield only has about 700 health, so you don't really have that much time to work with. You basically, how I use Orisa's shield is I place it down, get rid of some of the damage quickly, and GTFO out of the situation. Unless if I have Fortify, well then I'll stay, because damage reduction and ultimates don't do shit to me. When you have Fortify, it's great. Well, that's what I think on the shield. Again, I placed the shield there to kind of cover my back. You have whenever you place a shield down for Orisa, especially if you're running away, you have that extra second or two to get away before they push you through your shield. They can't shoot you for a second or two, and her shield has enough health to actually do that. And that's why I enjoy playing Orisa, especially when I'm trying to run away. Another good reason why Fortify here is good here too. I have Fortify. Fuck it. Body block Bastion didn't work though because the soldier was up top. I didn't know that. Anyway, her next ability, her gravity pull, green ball, whatever the hell you want to say it, her pull thing. I don't really know if this is a necessarily good ability. It definitely is a decent ability. I like the ability that pull on Orisa. It's just it doesn't really provide much unless if you're pulling like either a main tank or if you're pulling a key player. Like if Genji's using his ultimate and he already dashed, use the pull. Or if you're pulling an Orisa or like a main tank or something like that. I just don't think really the pull, in my opinion, is not that really useful in situations. There definitely are times where if you use the pull, it is very beneficial and very profitable. But most times, I think people just use the pull because it's just another ability. It's just ability to actually use on a character. That's just my opinion. That's my take on it. But the range of the pull is good enough. I don't know. I guess I really don't know what to say about that. See, Orisa's Fortify didn't do shit. My pull didn't do shit. Yeah. Fuck you, Orisa. But no, I really don't think the pull was on Orisa's that good. I don't really have much to say about that. Except for pulling people off the map. That's always pretty funny. And then we'll talk about her last ability. And just, I should say this as a reference, not a reference, but before we get too deep into many characters, I'm not going to talk about characters' passives. I don't care enough. So I'm not going to talk about their passives. If you want to know about their passives, just go to Safari or Google. Orisa's ultimate, Bongo, as a lot of people call it. I don't really know the actual name. Maybe Supercharger, I think is actually what the actual name's called, but everybody knows that it's fucking Bongo, so we'll just go Bongo. Great ultimate. Alright, I'll tell you why. It gives your entire team a damage buff. So you think Mercy's damage buff was good? Fuck, Orisa says, fuck you, Mercy, use me. Right? That's how you play Orisa. That's what Orisa says to Mercy. When you use Bongo, a lot of people go into fear because of that damage. A lot of people will either back off or they'll try to challenge you, and then Orisa just... You know, because Orisa does a lot of damage on her own with just her primary fire. Primary fire does a lot of damage on her own, especially if you're hitting those dinks, you're hitting those headshots. And then this is a good option. That's when the pull's good. That's a very, very good example of when to actually use the pull and when the pull is profitable. That is when the pull is good. Any other time, I really don't think it's that good to use. Anyway. So, again, Bongo. Great ultimate for your team. If you use it, entire team gets a damage buff. Already said that, yada, yada, yada. Don't really got too much to say about Bongo. It's really just an ultimate for your team. Use that ultimate for your team to push into an objective. It's just a huge amount of damage. I guess I really don't know really what to say about that, except for it just gives you a big damage buff, and people go crazy when they have Bongo. It also can really backfire on you though, because when you do place Bongo, some people on your team do get I fucking yelled. Some people do get really, really greedy, and they'll push up, and then they'll be out of sight of Bongo, and then well, you're screwed either way. But that is my take on Orisa. I think she is a bit more she's a bit more complicated than playing D.Va. With Orisa, you got to strategize a lot more than D.Va. D.Va, you can kind of just go around, mess around. Your abilities will work anyway. With Orisa, you got to know when to use Fortify for that damage reduction. You got to know when to place your shield, and then you just got to know those type of moments for your pull. And then ultimate, when you use Bongo, make sure you're on your team. So that's what I think of Orisa. I think she's a good tank. but overall, she's a bit more difficult than Eva, and that's just what I think about Orisa. So, that'll be it for this episode. I'm going to continue this all the way through the lines when I have time in Overwatch, so... And I'm going to skip this part because this part is not as funny. I think it's hilarious, but I can't put it on YouTube! So, I'll talk to you guys later in the next episode when I create a new one. Oh, I'm showing this shit! Yeah! Where is this fucking Lucio?
Lucius low, this Lucius low. Dead.